I now own 5 different couches. At home, I own 2 of the finest couches from Sweden from a little known company called Ikea. In the basement, we've got a super popular Ikea Kivik couch, and in the living room, we have 2 Ikea Finale couches. Here in the studio, I have this beautiful, beautiful real leather couch. It's called the Jonathan couch from a company called Castlery. And then over there, I've got a cloud couch dupe from a company called Sofatica. And then right here, I've got the crown jewel, my favorite couch of them all. This is the Skyline couch from a company called Chita Living. And you know what? I'm not even gonna do the review. I'm just gonna take a nap right now. This video is not sponsored. Chita Living did sponsor an integrated ad before, which is how I got this couch in the first place, but I love it so much, and I think you all will too, that I wanted to make an honest review of it. Chita Living has no idea I'm making this video, and again, I'm under no obligation to ever have to talk about this thing again. I just really, really like it, and again, I think you will too. 4 reasons why I love this couch more than all my other ones. I'll also talk about the cons, but let's start with the pros first. The first reason is that this couch offers an excellent balance between comfort and support. Look, I own the most ergonomic and comfortable chairs on earth here in the studio, and yet I find myself daily seeking out to sit on this couch. I abandoned my camera guy in the other studio and I'm like, I'm just gonna work in here because I really love sitting on this thing. Trying to find a couch that balances that comfort and support is like trying to find a man who's both masculine and in touch with his emotions. Kind of like, nah, not me. Nah, I'm like a chihuahua mixed with like a more annoying chihuahua. But seriously, this couch has enough cushion to feel comfortable, yet it's firm enough that it's supportive and it offers a really nice balance. I think the boucle fabric also offers a nice little extra bit of like, just a little bit more of that like comfort option. And also, you see this giant bulge right here? This huge bulge right here is not just for show, because I've noticed that with people who are taller, well, I'm not tall, but you know, people who are taller, generally when they sit, I'll kind of do this way. In order for them to get proper like upper back and neck support, they often have to like scooch down like this and tilt back on their couch like that. And what ends up happening is there's a huge chasm here on that lower back where they're getting absolutely no support. So what do they have to do is they have to take a pillow and they have to shove it in there so they get some kind of contact, some kind of support on that lower back. Well, with this giant bulge here, you're never going to not have lower back support. And it's also squishy enough that it doesn't feel like it's ever digging in, but really just resting there and supporting you all day long. Don't just take it from me though. Here are some thoughts from people who came and toured my studio.
How's it feel?
It feels good.
Yeah? How's it feel?
I could definitely just take a nap.
The way the women are sitting in that video is the second reason why I love this couch so much, is that it doesn't just recline. It's got a full-on zero gravity recline, and the headrest can be adjusted separately so that you can be in talk to your therapist mode, or you can tilt it forward so that you can stare at your TV, so you can shout at it like you pretend like you know football. More on the headrest in just a second, but this zero gravity, right, it's supposed to mean that your knees are over your heart, it's supposed to feel like you're weightless, and yada, 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 it's supposed to be healthier for you, right? And if you're into those health benefits, then great. But what I found is that the reason why I love recliner couches, it doesn't have to be zero gravity, but recliner couches so much is because I've noticed that recently the new couch meta is that the seat on all these couches are super duper long. Stay with me, all right? Don't get dirty thoughts, okay? But they are just super duper deep, and I found that what often happens is that when you go to sit on one of these couches, if you scooch all the way back, you often have those Kevin Hart legs where they dangle, they don't, you know, it doesn't hit that pivot of your knee properly. This is if you're shorter like me. If you're an ultra tall oak tree, then you'll be fine. But you know, if you're like average height, you're gonna find that you just don't kind of fit it well, which means that you either have to sit forward on the couch and then put a pillow behind your back, or you have to, you know, do a single leg or a curl up, and this kind of position doesn't feel super comfortable for long and you find yourself having to fidget around. Well, with a recliner couch, what I found is that it doesn't matter if you are a red oak tree or you are an Oompa Loompa. Anyone will be able to fit just fine because the leg comes up and you'll have full support for your entire body with your lower back and your back making contact with the backrest, which is just awesome. Now remember when I was talking about you get a separate headrest adjustment? This thing is a game changer. Again, I review chairs here and I love headrests on chairs, but the problem is headrests on chairs often don't adjust properly because when you have them upright and they're supporting you there, when you tilt back, what ends up happening is because you can't adjust it, you're just staring at the ceiling. And most likely if you're sitting in a chair tilted back, you probably want to be looking at your screen, and it goes double for a couch because you don't want to just be staring into the sky, you want to look forward, which is why this headrest forward tilt is a game changer. When you're tilted back like this thing can tilt forward and down, which is the exact adjustment that you need so that you can actually look at your screen instead of looking up in the sky and talking to your therapist. This is seriously great, especially if you're watching football and you're shouting things like offsides, like you know what it means, you liar. The next reason why I love this couch so much is that if I move my friend Snorlax out of the way here and open this up, there's gonna be a like and subscribe button that pops out, which you should definitely do right now. I appreciate it. The next real reason why I love this couch so much is because most reclining couches are pretty freaking hideous. Just look at Chita Living's other zero gravity reclining couch. That thing looks like a duck, just judging you. Look at that thing. So instead of judging McDucky over there, I went with the Skyline couch. And again, a lot of these reclining couches, they look like they belong in one room and one room only, a theater room. But this one here, the Skyline couch, I think it actually looks pretty darn good. It looks like it could actually be in your living room instead of hidden away in a dungeon somewhere. The final reason why I love this couch so much is because installation was a breeze, and this thing is insanely modular. Now look, I am used to Ikea couches, and those things are a pain in the ass to set up. That Sofatica cloud couch over there, a pain in the ass to set up. This thing was so easy. Each module came in its own box, and all you have to know is the principles of birds and the bees. There's a male connector and a female connector, and you just stick them in together. So this thing basically comes out the top half, you just stick it in until you hear a click, and then you zip up some fabric, you plug in the power cable, again, birds and the bees, and then you're gonna have a male and female connector on the side of each module, birds and the bees, you click it in, and that's it. It was literally the easiest install ever. And if you want a console here, I don't really have a place in this video to talk about this console, but if you end up picking a console as part of your module setup, this thing actually has a pretty deep storage here with a USB type A, USB type C ports there. They do charge, they're not super fast. I tried charging my MacBook, it won't charge it, so just keep that in mind. It's got a wireless charging pad here. It worked on my iPhone and my AirPod case just fine. And it's also got a hidden compartment for water bottles right here as well. You can pick a base module and then you can add on whatever you want, or you can choose one of their pre-configured setups, whatever you want. But Dan, what are you not telling us about this couch? And so now we get into the cons. And the first one, and the one that has been really annoying while recording this video, and John can testify, is that this thing doesn't have a memory or an auto open, auto close button. What I mean by that is that this thing is gonna make you work to get it open. The way that you open up the couch is actually right here on the side, and you literally have to hold that thing the entire way through. I'm gonna try to talk and just show you guys exactly how long this thing takes to get entirely folded. Now imagine that we're trying to record a video, and every time I mess up a take, I have to open it up and close it every single damn time, and it just takes too long. I wish there was a memory setting that would just memorize it so it would put it in the exact setting you want, or you could click one button and it would just close itself so that you can keep doing your laptop stuff so you can get up and walk away, or just sit down and click a button and open it up so you can just get right to work. But instead, you have to hold this damn thing the entire freaking time. The next con is that the padding here on this footrest ends pretty abruptly at the edge, and so if you are the Jolly Green Giant and you've got long legs, then you could feel a little bit of that hard edge digging in if you don't curl your leg up like this. The next con is that with a regular couch, you could stick it anywhere. That's what she said. But with the Skyline couch, you do have to be mindful about where you place this thing. You have to place it near some outlets because it's a powered couch, but also you need to make sure that you have enough space off of that back wall so that the headrest can actually tilt back in zero gravity mode. But you also need to be considerate of where you place your coffee table so that your leg rest doesn't bump into it when you raise it up. And that could mean that your coffee table is awkwardly far away from your couch. The next con is you might be wondering, Dan, if you love this couch so much, why is it in your studio and not at home? And the reason why is because I have 3 little monsters at home, and these little kids are a nice thing's worst nightmare. As soon as I take this home, I already know what's gonna happen. They're gonna go, ooh, power switch, and they're gonna just abuse the hell out of this thing. They're gonna raise the legs up and try to jump from couch to couch, and then they're gonna try to trap their little brother under this thing. And here's the thing, this couch is built really, really well. The build quality is solid on this thing, but no recliner couch can handle that kind of abuse. This is the reason why we have Ikea Finale couches in our living room, and as far as I'm concerned, that thing is bulletproof, that thing is kid-proof, and it will last us until those kids develop their prefrontal cortexes, and at that point is when I can bring this baby home. The final con is the price. This thing is definitely pricey, but the one caveat is that I love that it consolidates multiple pieces of furniture. You've not only got a really nice, big, comfortable couch, you've also got a recliner. So you don't need to go find a separate, comfortable recliner that also matches your decor. It's nice that it kind of puts it all into one. Also consider this is that even though it is expensive, it's still 1/3 of the price of something like Restoration Hardware's Cloud Couch or any couch from something like Herman Miller. Links to everything will be in the description below. Let me know in the comments if I'm crazy for calling this thing my favorite couch, and until next time, stay honest.